G'day girls. Here I am standing in a bright yellow dress and you're probably thinking, wow, that's really yellow. The reason I'm wearing this dress is I want to talk to you today about skin undertones. We have a skin tone that's our upper skin tone that everyone can see. They will describe someone as having olive skin or being very fair or mid-range skin colour. But we also have an undertone to our skin. That's not as obvious to everyone. It's not even obvious to ourselves sometimes. A lot of us have discovered our undertones simply because of, say, jewellery. The jewellery we choose. If we wear a lot of gold and gold suits us more, or we wear gold if we're choosing jewellery, we're warm undertones. So undertones come in predominantly warm and cool. Some people say that there's three. There's warm, cool and neutral, just to confuse you. The neutrals would confuse me, but apparently even neutrals lean a little bit more towards warm or a little bit more towards cool. So let's just keep it to warm and cool to keep it simple. So if you're wearing gold, as I said, and gold suits you better than silver, you'll probably have warm undertones. If you can wear silver and it really suits you and it accentuates your skin, then you're probably cool undertones. How do we know what undertone we have? Okay, so one way is have a look at your veins. Have a look at the veins on your wrists in particular and see. Now, if you have a warm undertone, your veins will have a very slightly greenish tinge. I'm not talking about bright green, lime green. I'm talking about just a slight greenish tinge to them. And if you have cool undertones, then you're going to have much more blue veins, and they might even be blue and purple looking. So that's one way. So check your veins and see which jewellery suits you. That's another way of knowing what your skin tone is. There is consultants that you can have, and there's this whole thing, you know, called Colour Me Beautiful. They wrote the book and they have consultants. That's much more complex. They put people into 4 categories. It's winter, summer, spring and autumn, or fall for Americans, but autumn for us. And you're under 4, women are categorized under 4 different, or people are categorized, I should say, under 4 different categories of their skin, under skin tone. So that what they do is drape coloured cloth over your, this, you know, from the neck down, and they have a look and see which one suits you the best, which one is more flattering. That's really complex. You can go down that way if you want to. Find a Colour Me Beautiful consultant and have a go that way. For me, I already know I'm warm. It's pretty obvious to me because I've known since I was quite young. One way I knew was because when I wore yellow, people complimented me. A lot of people don't wear yellow, can't wear yellow, don't like yellow. Yellow loves me. It likes me a lot. And when I wear it, I get a lot of compliments on yellow. But I also knew that gold jewellery suited me a lot more, and I could just tell by looking at my skin, particularly when I got a suntan, I would go very golden. My colour was golden, and my hair is lighter these days, but it was golden as well. So it was pretty easy for me to know that I had warm skin undertones. Now there's famous people that we can refer to give us some indication. They're not always fair and they're not always dark. So it's a little bit tricky. You know, someone like Goldie Hawn and Kate Hudson, mother and daughter team there, they are warm. I think it's obvious. Goldie, yes, she's warm. There's lots of famous women that have warm undertones. Kim Kardashian is one of them. Beyonce is another one. Lucy Liu is another one. So there's lots of warm undertones in famous women for you to take note. But just remember, just because you're fair doesn't mean you're warm, or it doesn't mean if you're fair that you have to be cool. It's a little bit more complex than that, because there are cool undertones that are fair. And by the way, Nicole Kidman, she's also warm skin undertones. Even though she seems quite pale, she does have warm undertones. So cool, who can we think of with cool? Well, actually, and I want to mention Marilyn. Don't forget Marilyn. Marilyn was warm. So when we come into cool, we think of women like Anne Hathaway. She's got that gorgeous porcelain skin. We can think of famous women like Angelina Jolie. Angelina's wardrobe is practically black and more black because cools can wear black and white extremely well. I think everyone can wear black and white, but that's just my opinion because black's so universal. Who doesn't wear black? And then there's other people, like if you think of the Yolanda from the Housewife series, the Beverly Hills Housewife series, she's very cool. She wears lots of greys, so she's cool. So you can Google this, you can find out the famous people who have cool undertones or warm undertones, and when you do this, you're going to find out that it's conflicting, like I did. It's conflicting, and it was debatable, you know, and then there were the neutral ones that were very debatable as well. Who was neutral? Like Drew Barrymore, she's apparently neutral. Julia Roberts, neutral skin tone. Couldn't decide which way they were. So you have a Google and you might find there's a bit of conflict in there. So why am I talking about skin undertones today? Simply because when you're out shopping, it really helps you minimize your wardrobe. It's going to help you buy the garments and wear the garments that flatter you the most, and it's going to keep your wardrobe streamlined so that when you go into the stores and you see an array of gorgeous colors, you're not going to get confused. You're not going to buy the color that doesn't really flatter you so much. You're going to walk right by those ones. I'm warm, as I said, warm undertones, so I walk right past all the pinks. I love pink, but I walk right past all the pinks. When a store is merchandising color blocks, I go right past the pinks, right past the reds, the crimsons, the burgundies, the plums, gorgeous colors. They don't suit me. They're for cool undertones. Cool undertones predominantly wear pink tone colors. It's not that warm can't wear pinks. We wear peaches, corals, apricots, tangerines, getting stronger, and even orange. So it's not that we can't wear pink, we have a different version, but we don't wear baby pinks and classic pinks, and we certainly don't wear burgundies and plums. So, but cools, as I said, they wear the pinky colours and apparently blues. Now, I've got something to say about blues. I think blue is a universal colour. I think everyone can wear blue. There are certain blues that will suit you more than others. I think that everyone probably has some blue in their wardrobe because most people really quite like blue, and I think everyone can wear blue. Some blues won't suit you as much as others, but I think we can all find a blue or two, because who doesn't wear denim? You know, we all wear denim. Most of us have owned a denim jacket or a denim shirt at some time. So it's hard to say that warms can't wear blues. I disagree with that entirely. In fact, one of my favorite colors is cobalt blue, and I wear a lot of cobalt blue. It accentuates my blue eyes and my blonde hair as well. You'll find a lot of blondes do wear cobalt blue. So when it comes to blue, I'm not sticking with that one as only a cool color. I disagree with that one. But when it comes to bright, fiery red, yes, that's for cools, not for warms. If warms were wearing a red color, it would be an orangey red color. So the cools are very lucky. They can wear those gorgeous jewel tones, and I just love those colors, those gorgeous jewel tones. And of course they can wear really stark white and lots of black. I have something to say about this too. I wear stark white. I love white. Marilyn was famous for that white dress, wasn't she? And she's a warm undertone. So we can break the rules, and I think sometimes we can break the rules because of perhaps we've got a little bit of a tan, or we've put self-tanner on, or hair colouring, accessories, whatever. We can break the rules. This is not hard and fast. Nothing's hard and fast. It's just a simpler way of picking a colour that's more flattering and suitable for you when it comes to picking colours. So I think a lot of us can wear white. Apparently warms are supposed to wear ivories and off-whites and creams. I find those colours a little bit boring sometimes. I like stark white and I wear it a lot. Black is another universal colour in my opinion. I think everyone has black in their wardrobe. Most people love black. Most women love black. We wear a lot of black. I think that a lot of women can wear black. I don't think it's just for cools. I think warm, undertoned skin ladies can wear black because they will wear black. I don't think we're going to stop them anyway, and why would we? Because it's such a versatile, wonderful colour to wear, isn't it? Black. So that's for the cools. They also wear purple. Now that's a colour I cannot wear. I look hideous in purple. So that might be a real indicator for you. Throw on a few of those strong pink colours and purple. If you just really don't look good in that, well, I would say that you're definitely warm. And who is warm and who is cool nationality-wise? Well, there's no hard and fast rule to that either, but it does tend to lean a little bit. For instance, cool can be fair. You can be fair and cool, have cool undertones. And lots of Scandinavians, you know, Swiss, think about the ladies from Switzerland, Germany, and the Scandinavian countries. Might have been the Vikings. Think about the original Vikings, you know. So they have often cool undertones to their skin. They're often white blondes and they're quite fair, but they tan really gorgeous. They can have fantastic skin actually. So they don't always have to be dark. Like I said, it's not about the outer skin color, it's about the undertone of your skin color. And for warm, well, it's South Americans predominantly are warm. Southern Europeans can be predominantly warm. English, Irish, particularly the Irish and the Scottish, and that's often because of that Celtic heritage, which gives them warm skin, which I have, a lot of Celtic heritage from the Irish, so that's given me warm skin. And more so the Eastern Europeans can have the warm skin. Asians in generally have a warm undertone to their skin. So, but it's not hard and fast with everyone. It's really not hard and fast. So just check your veins out and see which jewelry you like, and also, you know, experiment with clothing, because people will soon tell you if a colour doesn't suit you. And it also, with your outer skin colouring that the world sees, if you are very fair, if you're very milky fair, you might not want to wear really strong colours because they might just swamp you. And you can wear those softer, like if you're warm, you can wear those softer peachy colours, those peachy, corally, really soft apricot colours. I can wear them, but they don't flatter me so much. I tend to steer towards the stronger colours. I can wear corals and tangerines a lot better, and I can even wear orange, but not so much the burnt orange. My skin tone isn't quite strong enough to carry that off, but I can wear orange, a very vibrant orange. I don't very much, well, I don't anymore actually. So just remember that your outer skin tone does play an influence on the strength of the colour you wear, whether you can wear them softer in pastels and so forth. And the more deeper colour you have on your outer skin, you can wear the stronger version of the colours for the undertones. So the undertones for the warms are yellowy. They're yellowy, they're peachy, they're apricots. I think you're getting the idea. And apparently for the cools, they're blues and they're reds and they're pinks. As I said, with the blue, I do not agree. I think it's a universal colour. I think everyone can wear a shade of blue or two. So, and also when it comes to the accessories, remember warms, it's gold. For instance, when I choose bags like this, an evening bag, I love this bag, it's gold. I do buy a lot of my accessories that are gold. I have a bit of silver, but mostly I just stick to gold because I know it's going to go with everything. Sunglasses, once again, it's gold. I only ever buy gold rimmed sunglasses, and these have got tortoise shell, but the tortoise shell is a brown tortoise shell. It's lots of warm browns. If I was a cool and I wanted tortoise shell, I'd be going into the greys and the blacks. They don't suit me as much. I would go greys and blacks if I was cool. For instance, if you wanted to go with an animal print, the warms really do suit the warm undertones suit the leopard prints with the browns and the tans in them. The cools suit much more, you know, the snake skin print with the blacks, or the leopard print with the blacks and the greys. So it also does come down to prints as well. So what I wanted to show, don't get too hung up on this, you know, because I do believe that blues are universal colors, and I do believe that most of us can wear a shade or 2 or 3 of blue, because it is the universally worn color. It's loved by most people. Most people love a particular shade of blue, or if they don't love blue, they're certainly not offended by blue. I rarely have ever heard anyone say, oh, I don't particularly like blue. It's not something you commonly hear. So this is one of my most worn colors. Now apparently I'm not supposed to be wearing this color. I don't know what blue we're supposed to wear exactly, if we're warm undertones, perhaps turquoise colors. I don't know, because you know, blue is blue. And it's apparently for cools, but forget that. I don't think that that's sound advice. I think wear blue, enjoy blue, and embrace blue, because I know I do. So yeah, this is one of my colors, and I'm sticking to it. So hey, listen ladies, thanks for watching. I know it was pretty long-winded. I tried to get as much information in there as I could, and I tried to remember as much as I could give you, and thank you so much for watching. Love it if you give me a little like. I would just love that. Well, I don't like those thumbs up, but they're there. So tick or like, because I would just love it. And if you want to subscribe, oh, please go ahead. Don't hold back. You go on and subscribe, because it'll make my day. Thanks for watching, ladies, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye-bye now.